So we were just at a little, a lovely chain restaurant for dinner.
Let's call it Blank Roadhouse. No, that's too obvious. Let's call it Texas Blank.
Texas Blank House. And but the A has an asterisk. No, the E has an asterisk.
It's
yeah,
an
T asterisk X A.
Okay, so it's TX. No, wait. Okay, hold on. Texas Blank House.
Hey, no. I have Texas Roadhouse bit written here. Or what are we gonna do for that?
So what do you think is the?
Where is the Texas Roadhouse? What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite dinosaur? What do you got? What do you think is the worst chain sit down chain restaurant like that? Like not
Steak and Shake.
No, Steak and Shake is
Steak and Shake is good.
Steak and Shake.
We know.
It's great.
I like it.
They have good shakes. They have good fries.
The fries are skinny
Ruby
and
Tuesdays.
cool.
Ooh, Ruby Tuesdays.
Have not been to
I've never been to Ruby Tuesdays.
It's pretty bad.
That's a bad one.
They had one.
It's really bad as
Right?
Outback is not good.
Outback is one of the worst places for you,
Oh, really?
according to Eat This Not That.
We went to Outback, and it was.
We got the bloomin' onion.
It was.
The onion was indeed bloomin'. That's one of the worst fast casual menu items I think ever.
Yeah, no, it's like eating a gun. Yeah, Outback is really bad. I'm also not a big fan of Applebee's at all. Although I kind of do. I kind of like Chili's. Not gonna lie. I mean, Chili's is trash, but it's like.
What's the difference between a Chili's and Applebee's?
Applebee's is more like barbecue, and Chili's is more like Tex-Mex.
They're the same. It just depends on how you're feeling before you walk in.
No, there's TGI Fridays, Applebee's, and Chili's, and they're all literally the same thing.
Yeah. What's the other one?
See, I don't hate
Chicken
TGI Fridays.
What's
I think it's because they had those potato skins.
Red.
Boston Market?
No.
Oh, Red Robin.
Yes.
Oh, I liked Red Robin.
That's a pretty good place.
That's where you went in high school or at least that's what I've
never been to Red Robin either.
When we would go out to eat, we'd go to Red Robin, me and my friends.
That's where you and your friends, Sam, Joe, and Tom would go after high school on Tuesdays because you had a free period at the end of the day. It's like what you would do, right, guys?
Free period at the end of the day. I don't think that's a universal experience.
Do you actually have a restaurant where you feel like you could have a Seinfeld booth scene?
Every day. I have a bar. I definitely have a bar.
We used to when the Blank Grill was open.
That's too obvious. We got to go with the White Palace.
Blank apostrophe.
Jerry's.
Oh yeah, Jerry's. Yeah, Jerry's.
Or
Diner Grill.
Well,
Sorry, Diner Blank.
Jerry's was much more so. I feel like I had a home there. But I'm not going to tell you how to spell that, nor will I tell you where it is.
For a time.
It's also closed forever.
For a time, Flo and Santos, the waitresses, knew my order. Where I'm going.
Are they hot?
Which one did you get? Were they Polish or Italian?
Which is it?
Oh, the waiters?
Yeah.
Flo or Santos? You must choose, Batman.
I don't know. German.
I think Steak and Shake is that was the place that I would always go in college. Just it's open. You go. That's why you go.
Mine was B-Dubs. There was a B-Dubs literally a block from my campus, and it was open till 2. So I would just go over there and all the time.
B-Dubs is good.
There was a long period of time where I did not know that B-Dubs meant Buffalo Wild Wings. I was very confused when everybody said B-Dubs.
I had the similar experience with H-Dub, meaning homework.
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Who the fuck's
never heard that?
I've never heard that. But I too would probably be confused.
Is there more than one water, or is that the last one? That's a shame.
Oh. Why'd you hit me today?
Since you're handing them out.
Ah!
Ah, salmon balls.
So I have a problem.
Yeah.
I bit my cheek really hard once, 2 days ago, and now I keep biting that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I always bite the inside of my lip, right there.
Yeah.
I'm always chewing on it.
I've been crying blood a lot these days.
Is that true?
Yeah. No, it's not.
I've been crying blood.
I just wanted to look cool to you guys. I just wanted to be cool and get
been
into
crying
the
tears
Iron
of blood.
deficiency.
My tears of blood have fallen like hot fire.
Did you say bloody tears? Some sort of monster dance. Castlevania songs. Which a lot of people say is
I was thinking of Bloody Stream.
Dance, monster,
And JoJo.
dance.
Is that a JoJo reference?
No.
No.
JoJo reference.
I think I have. There's not much else. I mean, they're like shitty topics.
Oh, and one more thing. And then he's got the best topic ever. Columbo style. I was really excited to watch Columbo, and then I watched the pilot at the bar. It's like an hour and a half long. I'm like, I'm not watching a fucking hour and a half of Columbo every
This
night.
one's just kind of open, but it's just like,
Hold on, Matt. I'm gonna pee.
yeah. Quick,
All right.
say everything funny right now.
When he's gone, we do the sports minute.
All right.
The Fix It and Post Sports Minute.
Today on the Fix It and Post Sports Minute, scandal erupting in the world of competitive
Ross.
competitive horse tackling. when a horse was catastrophically injured due to a tackle gone wrong.
That's right, Jack. And when I tackled that horse, I could feel it in my bones.
We are now learning that the perpetrator was none other than the announcer itself and Fix It and Post Sports Network's own Colin, who was seen in a drunken stupor.
We cut now live to our on the street reporter, Spencer.
Well, I'm here at the scene of an equine tragedy.
Oh,
Damn, that's good. Equine trade.
Oh, clap, 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 clap.
Furrow's brow. It's a good joke, have I found?
Twiddle's beard.
If I were to disguise that joke and pass it off as my own.
Runs fingers through his silky locks.
Fuck's a pumpkin.
Fuck, sticks penis inside of a gourd.
Scratches one big dandruff off my head.
Just one big dandruff on your head. You said it. You said it, boys. Oh my
Sweet
god.
silence of hell.
What's the
Yes.
What's the buzz? Tell me what
Did that actually
what's
flush?
The buzz? Tell me
what's the way? Okay, here's a question. Do you know the way to swim upstream?
I know motherfuckers always be trying to ice skate uphill.
So true.
Shout out to
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley
As
Snipes
Blade.
in the movie
Blade.
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 Okay. What two Smash characters
Oh boy.
would be in a shootout and then they finally land in front of each other and they pull their guns on each other and they both click and they're both out of ammo at the same time.
Hold on. Keep going with this. Follow this.
So then they both roll in opposite directions and do like a one rolls and then the other does like a flip roll back onto his legs and he does kind of a flip rotating kick, but the other one blocks it with his right arm.
And then they both end up on kind of like a rolling seesaw sort of thing, and they're kind of like balancing like that.
Yeah, like a high beam on like a construction.
Yeah.
They both brandish knives and start fencing.
Yeah.
And then like one of them throws like the other like through like a window, and then they like are in a big like fancy like gourmet kitchen that there's like a rushing dinner, like a busy dinner service going on. And they're like throwing knives and flour and onions and shit at each other.
There's like a really long table and one of them is like running along and trying not to fall off the table and stepping, and the other one is like has like a really like a long like a huge candlestick or something, and he's bringing it along the table trying to like trying to bring him up and running along and pushing all the food off the table behind him.
And then they go through like the swinging doors with like the circles on it, you know, and then they like fall into a fancy like rich couple's food, and then like the old lady goes like, oh,
And the husband's toupee falls into the soup.
Yes.
and he goes, oh, never.
Yeah, and then the guy in the lead.
So this is London town,
grabs the chandelier and swings from the chandelier to the next one, and everybody below starts thinking this is like part of the show, and they start applauding.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, and then all the lights go out, and everyone like kind of like stops, and the two people fighting look, and then the villain goes like, I guess dinner was fantastic or something like that. You know, it's like it's kind of like rough.
He
You
crashes through the front door, hails a cab, gets in the cab and drives away. He says, "Take me to 21st Street." Then the other guy hails the cab and says, "Follow that guy."
know.
So I'd say Captain Falcon and Luigi.
I'd say I have to agree, honestly.
I could not think of a better casting.
That's I think that would work.
And Mario's the chef, and he's just like, "Oh, best soup!" He's like, and then yeah, like Peach is there. She's like a waitress on roller skates, like in Ratatouille.
Rat of Tui.
Ratatouille.
The rat of Tui.
The old guy with the toupee is Ridley. The cab driver is all like 15 Fire Emblem characters.
Here we go. Okay, all right.
And one of the Inklings is on the like one of the tables, and I've got its legs up.
Damn, I can't beat that.
I'm in a private booth with Bowser, and we're ripping lines of Coke off the table.
Can't beat that, but I was gonna say that under one of those silver trays with the dome on top, they pull out that like gets knocked off, and it's Pikachu with an apple in his mouth.
Yeah.
Is he cooked?
Yeah, he's fully cooked. Fully
It
roasted.
sounds delicious.
Like a squirrel soup.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they pull it open, and that's what the Pokemon trainer ordered, and he's like, "Oh!" Surprised by that. He didn't realize what he was ordering.
If only he knew. If only. That's a fucking Pikachu! You turned him into a box!
What is it? Why did he have to say?
What, Harold?
Harold! Why did he have to say Harold?
That's a good one.
I do love me a good trope.
Tropes.
Have I discussed on the podcast my favorite trope, my current favorite trope, as I'm sure you've heard me talk about many times. You know what? I have, and it's in the next episode. So you'll just have to wait.
Oh my
There's
god.
another trope I mentioned a cadaver on a they're carrying like a dead body, and there's a cloth over it, and like another person who survived looks at it, and they see the hand fall out, and that's how they recognize that a person somebody died in the accident or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Say.
So
I didn't get
so
it.
at the beginning of one of the Friday the 13th movies, it's the aftermath of what happened previously, and the protagonist of that movie survived, and like the ambulances are carrying people out, and he sees one of the body bags, and the hand falls out, and it's like his girlfriend's ring is on her hand.
See that it's dead.
So he sees that's great.
It wasn't obvious by.
I
the
love
cloth.
that. I love when that happens.
It wasn't obvious by the two EMTs carrying a long.
Well, it's who it is. It's who's under there.
A long human-shaped thing.
Jack and I are doing a movie where he's this big action hero, and I play a small role. He got I'm thankful he got me the part, but I'm like the tech guy.
Like tiny, short.
Yeah, so I'm
You're a tiny one.
You're gonna be on knee pads.
There's no. Sorry, I was just gonna say there's no small roles, only small actors.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you for.
As Weird Al would call
Hold
it.
space for that now.
Anyway, he's like, I say something like, oh, if we don't, do this technical thing, this whole place will combust. And he goes, in English, please. Oh, sorry. Before that, I say, guys, you might want to see this. I'm looking at the screen, and he goes, in English, please. And I say something like,
Hey,
building
Einstein,
go big,
today!
Yeah, building go big boom. And he's like, we got to get to action. And he gets on a helicopter ladder, and
I'm just
flies
like,
away.
I'm like flying through a city, and I'm like my hand like I'm like hanging on that, and I have like a big like machine gun off the side, and I'm just like my fingers just holding down the trigger the whole time, just like shooting down casually, like as I'm just opening fire.
You don't see you kill anyone, but you hear very faintly and far away. You hear screams and panic. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just like loosely holding it by my side, but I'm not. I'm holding the trigger down, too.
I, of course, there's a mission that I go on. It's very exciting, and I of course say I'll go on this mission if there's snacks. I'm always eating a bag of Cheetos or a cake.
And I'm worried about the mission. I keep spouting the likelihood, the percentage of likelihood that we have to survive.
Just like in Rogue One.
Are you a robot, or are you like a? Are you like a
3PO also,
or like a Poindexter?
I
Are you saying like, well, for my calculations, we have only a 70% chance of you're like pushing up your
It's
glasses.
literally the character I was, and now you're him. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's my character.
But then you switched over to the snacks guy.
Or you could be
Right, they're not the
you
same.
know what? You know what'd be funny if you were like our sassy computer. If you were like our sassy computer system that like was like in our car and like our base,
R2-D2.
like sort of like a HAL 9000 type thing or something.
Yeah.
Or
Like
Karen.
And then the
Karen,
show goes on for way too long, and eventually I get
Yes.
like a body, and it's me, and I finally get to be in the show, and I just
By that point,
Suck.
nobody's watching.
nobody.
we mostly are at a State Farm commercial.
I'm like a little tiny collectible, totally not gonna be merchandise character that's gonna be merchandise
Yeah.
in a pocket.
Yeah.
Hello. I picture you
We just
exactly
we build a set, so like I always have like a T-shirt with like a little like a pocket. It's a blue T-shirt. We build a set that's a giant blue cloth, and then we put you in the pocket.
Yes.
And whenever it's like a wide shot, I have like an action figure in my pocket.
Yeah.
We keep cutting the close-ups of you in the pocket.
It's like,
I make a lot of
this.
sarcastic comments like, "Oh, brother, like I picked the wrong day to be a tiny guy that lives in a pocket."
we're in prison, and they give us like only crumbs for food. We're like, oh, this isn't enough to eat, and you're like, it's enough for me. This is a feast for me.
Yeah, lots of jokes.
it's like we're at Old Country Buffet.
something
I
bad
picture
happens,
you-
and I'm just like, I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
I picture you. What's the not Will Ferrell? Robin Williams movie where he's like a bat and he raps in it.
Rapping bat.
Anastasia?
Yeah, I think so.
Bat
It's
rap.
not Robin Williams, but
Bat
there's
rap.
Bat in Anastasia.
No, it's Robin Williams because he's
Oh,
in the movie.
it's
The
not
Spice.
Anastasia. It's
Fern Gully travels.
Fern Gulliver's Travels
Hey,
to the center of the earth to find the meaning of friendship.
and the crystal skull.
Anyway, he raps in it, and I picture you.
The page
looking
man.
like, basically, you're a bat. You're
Okay.
like a little tiny bat,
Thank you.
and we make stuffed animals. You're a baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing that I always notice now when I'm watching stuff is just like, I see through this. I'm pretty smart, so I see through it, and I see that all Transformers and all Power Rangers and all of like every anime ever is, hey, we can sell toys based off of this.
Yeah.
They need to make more TV shows that they make the toys first, and then they make the show based on like
Funko
toys.
Pop Show.
No, not what I'm
Funko
talking
Pop
about.
Show.
Not what I'm talking
Funko
about.
Pop Show.
I want to be
Funko
clear.
Pop Show. Funko Pop Show. Come on, join me.
I want to be very clear. I am not going for a Funko Pop show.
Well, we already
Funko
have the
Pop
5,000 signatures.
Up for 5,000.
What do you mean you don't want a Funko Pop show?
What do you mean?
We just put $5 million into it. It's airing tonight.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Another great trope.
Well, I guess then we're just gonna have to do things our own way.
We got Chris Pratt to voice every character.
What's Plan B? This is Plan B.
What's Plan
I'm
B?
Chris Pratt, and
Ray.
I would rather. That was more Seth Rogen.
What was that?
I guess I'd rather smoke weed.
I guess I'd rather be in Guardians, Homer. Homer? You're in Guardians of the Galaxy. Homer, I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mary Jim and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Homie,
My name is Starkiller.
Homie, I'm going to be in Jurassic World.
Was that Lenny?
Yeah,
that Fozzie Bear?
that was the voice I was trying to do earlier, and I couldn't.
Hi, Homer. Hi, Homer. I'm from the Muppets.
That's Fozzie Bear.
Waka waka.
Waka
Pee-wee.
That was-
It's close to Pee-wee.
Okay, we were talking about Word of
Keep
the
it
Day
coming, keep it
shit.
coming.
That's Pee-wee. That's like Pee-wee's Adventure or whatever, right? Is show.
Yeah, they had word of the day.
And they Word of the Day, and we were talking about how on a menu, if you pick a certain menu item, everybody cheers, and it's like Pee-wee's Word of the Day is just like, I don't know, just something random like purple, and they just shoot you.
What if it was purple?
What if?
What if like Pee-wee's Playhouse, they just like had guns
Okay.
and weed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Guns and weed.
Here's what I just.
What if Pee-wee's Playhouse?
This guy I just started blasting, you know?
What
I
if
just
Pee-wee
found out-
just started having sex? That'd be crazy.
It would be so freaking amazing.
Because he got arrested for masturbating in a porn theater.
I don't know what you're
Ridiculous.
If you can't jerk off in a porn theater, where the fuck can you jerk
I
off?
remember being very surprised by the fact that
literally
you
everywhere
couldn't
else.
jerk off in a porn theater.
I remember my friend telling me about a time where he was working like a graveyard shift, or he had just started like a graveyard shift, and the guy was like, "Yeah, there's not really anything to do here, so you can just go jag hours about." Now he was like joking, and so he just did, like immediately there.
Oh, I guess I have to.
And the other guy like walks in on him. He's like, "That was you told me to."
What? Well, stop!
Oh my god.
1 second! Don't look at me!
Get out! Oh my god. What
My
is that?
point is that the guy who plays Pee Wee Herman is in an episode of 30 Rock, and he plays like the last of his line, and he's like
Oh yeah, it's so gross.
so like incest, like so much incest in his family tree
Yeah.
that he's just completely deformed.
Oh
And
no.
he has alcohol and dies.
Oh,
Jenna's
no.
gonna sleep with him. It's very
It's so funny. He's hilarious.
Who's that?
the guy who plays Pee Wee Herman.
Paul Newman.
No.
Paul
Rubens. Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
It's not
Paul
Paul
Newman.
Newman. No.
Sorry, not that. I don't mean to dox Paul Newman.
My bad.
Great salad
My
dressing,
father.
by the way.
Actually, the best lemonade I've ever had is Newman's Own.
Best balsamic vinaigrette too.
Probably the only balsamic vinaigrette I've had.
It's really good. Really good, guys. It's really good stuff.
But with so many options for products, how do you know what's right for me?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I don't care.
I don't care about
There's
you.
so many great options for
Or the
products.
product.
How do I know
Oh,
what's right for me?
You find the reed.
It's on-
Weed?
It's no, the other.
Did you say you have weed?
Yo, you got.
Blast off to Planet 420. All I'm saying is, I think my two Smash characters that I would pick for that scenario would be, I think, Link and Simon.
Nice. Okay, so next topic. What two Smash characters? One would be. One is sneaking into a building.
How did I give that answer when I didn't even know the question?
And
My God.
as they're
That's our question in the future.
going around a corner, they see a guard down the hallway, and they pull back, and the guard starts walking over, and the camera cuts to just the
they're
guard,
gonna get caught.
and the guard
Like,
turns
looks
the
over
corner,
at him,
and it's empty, and then the guard's like, "Huh, I don't know."
They're on
and
the
then
ceiling.
The camera pans up, hands.
Or they're inside like the
They're on the
the
ceiling.
the
That's good.
suits of armor. Like there's
I was-
suits of,
oh,
yes!
like that.
yeah.
Say that too. Yeah, you just see
No.
the visor flip up,
No,
and they're on
there-
each other's shoulders. Of
There
course.
weren't
Yes.
suits of armors in the shot previously, but then there are just for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, did you know? Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then they're crawling through the air ducts, and they
They're trying to be quiet.
they buzz the person who's talking in their ear, the person in the van. So 3 Smash characters.
Yeah.
Person in the van's like, "Oh, by the way, the weight limit for the air vents is, XYZ or whatever." And they're like, "Wait, did you say XYZ?" He's like, "Yeah, it should be fine as long as you didn't bring the extra
the key.
bag
Yeah.
or whatever." And they look back and they see the extra bag is on their back, and then you hear creaking and it falls, and they are in the office of the big bad. And
Yeah.
the bad has a tumbler glass that he's swirling. He's like, "Nice of you to drop in."
May I make a small amendment?
Yeah.
Their weight limit is just perfect. A mouse.
Yes! Yes!
Trying to pull the mouse away.
It's like, and it just kind of like looks at, and like they're like in the van and like that, and then they're like kind of like crawling, and then around the corner, just like one little mouse stops, and they just kind of stare at each other.
Yeah.
They like look,
when the
and
mouse
then
comes
the mouse just goes. Yeah.
So they've fallen, and the villain turns around and he shoots the first Smash character who's in front. He protects him, shoots him, and he falls on the ground. They have this moment, and they take out the villain really quickly, just like shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it pans down. The guy has this really long and convoluted like I'm dying scene, and then he goes, "Just kidding," and he pulls out a lighter, and there's a bullet in the lighter.
Yeah.
Yes. The lighter was what the other person had been
Do you
telling
always
him.
have to smoke?
They're just telling him not to smoke anymore.
Yes.
I told you these things are gonna kill me. I know these things are gonna kill me, but this time they just saved my life.
Not today.
That's definitely played by Jack,
Yeah, for sure.
and not just because you smoke, which is really a filthy, nasty habit. You know those things are gonna kill you one day. Setting up for that trope. Thing.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good. I'm like giddy. We're talking about tropes.
Jerk off in the tub.
uh,
What's the worst video game you've ever owned? That you like played for like more time than you
Duke
should have.
Nukem Forever.
Mine was the Pimp My Ride video game
with Exhibit.
with Exhibit, which you would think would be cool because it's like customizing cars. That takes up a remarkably small amount of time in the game. It's mostly racing and mini games, and then you have like very little time to customize cars. So I'd rather just play Need for Speed.
Duke Nukem Forever I got when it came out, meaning I paid full price for it,
Ugh.
full video game price, and then I think a week later it was in the $5 bin.
It's a very bad game.
This doesn't really qualify. It's not that the game was particularly bad, but the Toy Story 3 movie game, Tommy and I combed that thing all the way through because we found out you could be Zurg. So we 100% of the game is like a PlayStation 4 online exclusive.
Oh,
Yeah.
100% of it. Like, the Toy Story 3 game. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't.
Game. I
It
remember playing
wasn't.
through it.
It was fine.
I remember the first game I really hated was Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Yeah.
I liked
Was that
Revelation.
cool?
That was the first.
Yeah.
That was the first Assassin's Creed I ever had, and I
That's
really
fair.
loved it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then I played Assassin's Creed 2,
And you're like,
which
"Oh."
is just the better version of that. But though it was kind of cool being in Constantinople. It was a cool location. It was just a skin change, though.
I think
Yeah.
the thing that happened with Revelations was they introduced a shit ton of stuff that I didn't want to do anyways.
Oh yeah, like
And-
the base defense
Yeah.
minigame.
Oh,
That
God.
sucked.
that stuff sucked. You
I
could
hated
it was
that
like an
shit.
option. You could do that in like.
I like the bomb
Brotherhood.
crafting. That was kind of cool.
It was okay.
It was okay.
But
I never felt they were useful enough.
And
No,
then, like,
yeah,
the story took a turn that I didn't like, and all sorts of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of those games that was like, they were like Assassin's Creed 1, kind of weird. It's cool. Assassin's Creed 2, I actually really like this.
It's a masterpiece.
Masterpiece. And then Brotherhood's like, let's just do that, but a little bit more. And that's
I love Brotherhood.
that's a great game.
Brotherhood's awesome because you can, once you have the titular Brotherhood, you can see somebody you want to kill, and you can just go, and then, and like people just, your brothers just like jump
Just
on
like
them and
dive
kill
out
them,
of like the barrels and,
and then,
windows, yeah.
And
then
they
disappear
disappear
into
into the dark. Yeah.
It's so
that
fucking
was the
sick.
So
one that
sick.
had, like you could customize the color of your like cape and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I always loved that. And
You could kind of do that in Revelations too.
Yeah.
You would have like a little hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could call them over, and then they would just like
like
So
spiders.
yeah.
But that one Brotherhood also had like the multiplayer was when they first did it, and the multiplayer
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was alright.
What's the one with the like? I almost want to say the American Revolution. I know
Three.
that's
That was
Three.
the
Which
one
I
I stopped playing.
That's
because
the only one we
They
had.
changed up the system and everything.
Which
It was
obviously
weird.
left
I
a bad
loved
taste
that
in
game.
my
It was
mouth.
super boring for me.
No, that game was awesome.
I remember it being very boring. I remember there were like
Very
areas
boring.
you couldn't access because you weren't at the right level. I
Yeah.
remember that was very off-putting and annoying.
It was really cool. I
It was
liked
the
that
dawn
game
of the
a lot.
boat combat, which Black Flag is sweet.
I
Black
actually
Flag
do
is
want to
awesome.
play Black Flag. I have it.
Black
and
Flag
I
is so good.
booted it up, and then I was like, "Wow, Ocean! I don't want to play this."
It's one of those games, like, I feel bad about not finishing a lot of games, but that one I don't feel bad at all because I feel like it's like, just like,
The
the
fun is
ultimate experience is just sailing around
and just sinking ships
Singing-
and getting treasure and
singing
shit.
sea shanties
You
by
can,
the seashore.
you can get Captain Kidd's outfit, and you have to like.
Sick.
It's so sick.
Who's this kid?
Eustace Kid.
Yeah.
for all you anime fans out there.
Well,
Gotcha.
not I, said the fly.
Not me, said the flea.
In a while, said the alligator.
That's funny.
Thanks.
That's really funny.
I didn't mean to actually pinch you. I meant to just kind of
Oh,
hear you.
Pinching my ears out tonight, boys.
It was Beauty that killed the pinch monster.
Beauty is truth, truth, beauty. That is all you know and all you need to know
Truth
on
that
this
killed
earth.
the monster.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Keats
Hmm.
on his ode to a Grecan urn.
Grekin. Grekin.
What's your
Pokemon.
least favorite meme format?
Well, as a wise man once said, there's only two.
They got
memes.
nothing but opinions on these.
There's
Like,
only-
just fucking
there's
all
only
I
two
ever hear
memes
about is
out
what
right
memes
now.
they hate.
And it's that's the Chad Coke and the Virgin Pepsi, or perhaps the Chad Pepsi and the Virgin Coke.
Yeah. It's I made the meme, therefore my opinion's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call the whole thing off.
I think the ones that make me the most like irrationally angry are like the soy jack, the same kind of soy jack like Chad stuff and like all those, but they're edited to look like very specific type of women or boys,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like there's so many different edits of all these different people, and it's like why?
Yeah.
I know.
The point is that they don't have features.
Yeah.
The feminine urge too, the masculine
Oh,
urge
yeah,
too.
that's annoying.
Yeah.
That one's really getting under my skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wait, what do
the other meme is that this thing that I personally do / enjoy is indicative of like everybody that is within my identity. You know,
Sure.
like
My
the-
experience is interesting.
Yeah,
Like females be like, bisexuals be like,
Yeah.
and stuff.
The
Yeah.
bisexual urge to like wear blue and red at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second.
I'm like looking at it like a map, like oh, like a big dumb ape.
There's a big question mark over
Yeah,
your
my
head.
my top belly sticking out.
You have somewhat a smaller version of you picking bugs out of your hair.
And then the small version is like, wow, that means. And he's the snarky, nerdy.
Yeah, he's got glasses. Big.
Oh my god.
I guess shit. While I'm on a roll, the Blue Planet comics.
Oh, where it's like, what is this small vibrating creature in my household?
Fucking
Yes.
weird pervert
Yes.
like fantasy shit.
I just was talking with them about this the other day, where I was pointing out that that's the same thing as the like, you know, why do you park in the driveway and drive in the parkway? It's the same exact jokes.
Yeah.
Why don't they make the whole thing out?
No
Why?
jokes like the more joke formats change with like
Wait,
you
okay.
know-
Just to make sure, it's like the weird, crude, like alien drawing.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
100%,
Blue aliens,
100%, yeah. The more jokes change, the more I like Vine, TikTok, whatever your format is. Like it's the same as like bad stand up. It's like Jerry Seinfeld stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Jokes stay the same throughout time.
We were talking about SNL and like I think the thing that's so crazy now is like TikTok. You can get the point across in literally 5 seconds. Like that's how Vine was too. You get the point across in 5 seconds.
yeah,
Instead of watching a
And
fucking like 4 minute long skit.
No, the SNL. When I was watching it today, it was literally like they did the joke and then they did the joke 18 more times.
Yeah.
it's
It's
the
the-
same exact joke.
Christy the Clown has got big ears, and he's like, "Uh-oh, better clean them." And he pulls out a giant Q-tip, and nobody laughs. He goes, "Oh, we got 18 more minutes of this."
That's just like my favorite character. I was gonna, like,
I just watched the best of Lionel Hutz.
Oh, no.
Every single line is the best line in The
This is so good.
Simpsons.
Uh,
You can have some of this orange Julius. I'd rather drink piss water. They'll be back. I'll sell it to you. It's almost full. Better cut down there, monkey.
look, he's taking another puff.
no, I think my least favorite meme that I always think of the format of just like, it says the top line says nobody, and
Oh.
and the colon and there's nothing. There's no text.
Oh, I know.
and then the thing underneath says my wallet when I find cool Funko Pops, and then it's like
Coughing
Is
is
there a
funny.
picture of a man going?
it's like the Tim and Eric like
Yeah.
See, that's good.
Totally.
See, I would laugh at that.
Okay, you've just inspired me to think of a worse one.
Oh no.
And I literally
No, but
just forgot it.
specifically when it's nobody and there's nothing
No.
else
Yeah.
next to it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I literally just forgot it.
Oh no.
I had an even worse one.
It's always funny when it's something that like is like really like an impossible reference for you to get.
Wrong answers only. That's the objective worst thing of all
terrible.
time. Because
That's
there's no
bad.
jokes.
Yeah.
There's no jokes. It's like, who is this? Wrong answers only, and it's a different. And I'm like, well, I guess that was
Well, I guess the
technically
joke,
right.
the
Game
joke
is
is
advertised.
like, I think the joke is that you're comparing how they look to someone else,
Yeah.
like a discount person or something.
Yes, that's it's like a bastardized what I ordered, what I got from Wish.com.
Mm-hmm.
What's always funny is with those and with like nobody, you know,
Oh, I have another
Me to me,
some
why
ex
I like this.
like Jim Banan from the like Supernatural / Doctor Who fanfic
Right, yeah.
when he like finally beat the Asmongodoner, and it's like a gif of like Tim and Eric mind blowing, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess so.
like really, really, really specific things. Yeah.
It's like a picture of like the blandest like Chris White guy actor ever, like one of the guys from American Horror Story. It's like, who is this? Wrong answers only. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I can't give you the right answer.
It's
think-
not. It's not Shaq. I guess. I know that much.
Narrow it down, it's not Shaquille O'Neal.
My favorite Irish basketball player.
I think the thing that I hate the most, I was on TikTok and like actually like had a TikTok account for maybe a couple weeks, really, not too long.
The sounds are what I feel.
But the-
I feel my
Check out the
brain
Dumb
actually
Nerd Thing
melted.
TikTok.
Yes.
Now on
Dumb Nerd
Thing.
Talk.
Dumb Nerd Dumb
All
Talk
over the
Thing.
world.
Dumb
Join in.
TikTok Dumb Nerd Thing.
But like the, I think the
Start
thing that I hate the
nerd talk.
most is
Nerd talk.
there's so many videos and like some of them do get funny, whatever, sure. But there's so many videos where it's not like a duet with someone where it's like, oh, do this when I say this. It's I took your video and now your video isn't my video. And I have to watch that video.
And I'm sitting there like this. Like,
No, not that. What the video is a clip of just like some literally like random 30-year-old woman in her car, like face mask right here, and she's just like, what would you do if you were at a Thanksgiving dinner and your boyfriend said this?
Totally.
That stuff.
Wait,
Where-
what?
Totally.
it's
I know
just-
exactly.
It's always
Okay,
like
okay.
a blonde
Tell
30-year-old woman.
me you're single without telling
Yes,
me you're
that.
single.
That.
Oh.
And then that video is always in that person's video.
And then it's the person like they've
And then
got
and then they go
bunch
like,
of,
and then they just say
don't
like,
get mad, but action figures.
yeah, they just are like,
What do you mean by that?
I mean, those people are like virgin soy boys.
Oh yeah, that's
And the Chad non-action figures.
So I guess the real thing is the TikTok trend of tell me you're this without telling me
Yeah.
you're this. That stuff is the most annoying
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, I might
Because
go.
it's not funny.
This might go off the rails here, but there's something very, I want to say fetishy about TikTok.
Go on.
It's always like. It's always something like that, like, oh, when your girlfriends do this, like relatable humor, but it's always like sad with like a girl who looks very like I won't even say hot, but like
No,
looks
it's also like really attractive guys too. It's just like
Yeah.
To be fair,
like ugly cute. Almost.
Vine was also full of like creepy
Yes.
fetish shit.
Agree.
YouTube also like it's all
Yeah.
over the place.
it's
Agree.
all there.
Agree.
Like all those like all
Lily
that like
Pons.
really popular skit of like everybody's cheating on everybody. Everybody wants to have sex with everybody all the time, and like being embarrassed in front of your crush or whatever.
Just suck a dick already.
Yeah.
It's my motto. No, there's a lot of that was like, to be honest, I made a TikTok account to see what that was all about, like see if like the dancing whatever
I'm on
bullshit.
TikTok all the time. You don't
It's
need to
just
justify that shit.
It's just like, oh, is that like all it is? Because at that time
There's all sorts
TikTok
of
was
shit.
really new.
It's just where all the content is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
that's like
like-
the mainstream. There's like literally like a niche, like a subculture on TikTok for like anything you can imagine.
Yeah.
And you could find plenty of decent content of people talking about this or that. Or
I remember
other
the
thing.
good old days of Musically, Rick and Morty cosplaying cringe.
Oh God.
Like
Which
that
is the
stuff.
same app.
It's the same app.
And it's
Yeah.
it's kind of the same content. I remember when TikTok had just become
like
TikTok,
avant-garde.
and the commercials on like YouTube were so weird.
Yeah.
Like
That's
now,
what I
now
mean
it's
by,
just
like,
like
To me,
It's
the
just
weirdest TikTok trend that I know of is is, and you don't really see it too much anymore, but like it's like the fucking weird high schoolers doing like super dramatic like POVs,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
POV,
Oh, yeah.
you're like the last person alive with
Yes.
like love in their heart, and I'm a demon who's being like, you know, who's just came to you after they got like, you know,
No, that's so
like held up at knife point. And then it's just like, and then it's like, I saw the light of your eyes.
I do actually like the memes now that are like,
Some of them are crazy.
that look I give the lady as she like shoots me in the stomach, and I make sure my last you know, action is to look her in the eyes and traumatize her forever. I was trying to tell her she dropped her wallet. Like, me listening to my crush knowing the wild boar I drugged under the bed is about to wake up.
I really like the ones that are like my face when I look out the window. I see the squirrel blink my full legal name in Morse code at me.
When my boyfriend says a thing to me that the skinwalker in my dream 10 years ago said that it would be his like code word.
The skinwalker disguised as a drive-thru employee looking at me, not knowing I have a loaded shotgun under my sleeve.
There's some good stuff.
There's some good shit out there, yeah.
There's a lump of gold in every pile of shit.
Never
You know?
coal mine.
But if I may reverse a bit back, the tell me your ex without telling me your ex is so frustrating to me because it's often like tell me you are a cyclist without telling me you're a cyclist, and it's a video.
Well, I love my bicycle.
With their bicycle, like and a helmet, and like they're getting up and they go on a bike race. Like
You don't need to tell everybody everything with words.
you're telling them.
There's a lot of communicating that can be done.
No,
visually.
that's what I mean. Is that I feel like some people like I guess the thing is like it always gets shared around, so it's like it doesn't have to be funny, and people don't realize that it's trying to be funny. It's not informative. I don't care. You're supposed to be funny as a punchline.
The really good ones would be like, tell me you're a cyclist, tell me you're a cyclist, and like you're just like making a spaghetti dinner or something. Like completely unrelated. But like if you zoom in on the background, you can see like a bumper sticker that says I love cycling.
Yeah.
Or like your history on internet is just looking up different bicycles or something. I don't know. Like make it less obvious than fucking riding a bike.
Or like your legs are red because they're chafed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And then we can see the inside of people's thighs.
Whoa.
Perfect. That was what was that?
Oh, my head hurts from laughing.
Oh, those Twitter threads where people are like, women cannot pull off crop tops and short shorts.
He's like, every woman looks bad in these, and it's like really tight, like yoga pants, booty shorts, and like whatever. And then the next, he's like, no woman looks good in these. And then the next thing is him like this. Now we wait.
That's so good.
Folio.
Oh, that's perfect.
A meme format that I like, and it's kind of a dated one. It is pretty dated, but it was big like around mid 2010s. I think it was like people like seemingly real people being like who said that like girls with black hair can't wear jeans?
Oh,
and it's like
Me and Grace used to fucking say everything we did. Girls over, you know. A popular one was always like girls in weight, and the weight was always like something like girls over 100 pounds shouldn't wear crop tops, and it would be a girl who weighs 101 pounds like flipping off the camera with a crop top. And we everything we did, we would say, who said boys over 6 feet can't like eat cereal? And everyone else in our family got so annoyed, as is often the case with me and Grace, finding a bin and running it into the ground.
Waiter, I think is a skinwalker, suspects I have a loaded shotgun.
Yeah.
It's just like
Who says a boy over 6 feet can't meet a skinwalker at a restaurant? Loaded shotgun.
We recently discovered the phrase "it's giving share," and every fucking word out of Grace's mouth is giving share.
Jesus Christ.
It's how we cope.
it's a gay thing. And they're like, like when they're like an outfit, like it's giving this, it's giving. I don't know, slutty McDonald's worker.
Cher isn't like the singer?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
yeah,
I
It's giving
actually had the whole history explained to me.
Oh.
Is that people are Shawn Mendes is I believe a singer or he's a TikTok guy,
No, he's a singer. He's a pop star.
and he
Neither.
He's a very famous pop star.
he took a picture of his girlfriend whose name is
Cher?
Do
I think it's Dua Lipa.
Ilana
Dua Lipa.
And he said
Duga.
it's giving Cher, and the picture wasn't. So that's why people are saying.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that.
That's the history of the it's giving Cher.
Y'all, we really
Segment time over.
y'all, I'm honestly so tired. We really need to talk about Shawn Mendes and his appropriation of Cher.
Shawn Mendes, that is like the least like pop star name I've ever heard. for a
Shawn
pop
Mendes,
star.
Shane Dawson, Ed Sheeran, any.
Shawn Mendes, I definitely went to high school with. Like,
I mean, I'm not calling you.
none of this is going in, so you can't.
You say that. See, you say that now.
I easily forget.
You only cut out the part where you say this is going out. This isn't going out.
I think Coolsville sucks. There's your Scooby-Doo.
Oh fuck!
That's and Star Wars.
Shit!
Kanan Jarrus says it.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I think Coolsville sucks.
Also, and that is the ninth sister or something. One of the sisters.
Well, yeah,
right?
yeah. She's
It's
only
Daphne.
in for a scene.
Oh,
Or-
I was actually going to bring
Yeah.
that up earlier. The live action Scooby Doo, like the first one is actually, and the second one actually, they're way hornier than I remember them being.
Oh,
Linda
yeah.
Cardellini's in it. She's so hot.
Velma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Velma. Right?
She's also the girl in Freaks and Geeks. She's
So
one
the first movie I
And
watched it.
she's Hawkeye's wife.
and
Oh,
she's
you're
Zoe
right.
Deschanel's sister in New Girl.
You're right.
And she's
Oh.
You're right.
Coming together with a conspiracy theory now. It's just people's IMDb pages.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories are, yeah, we just piece it together and then just, yeah. This Edward Norton has been in all of these movies.
It's literally just like, guys, it's literally just the same exact thing of a Venn diagram, and it's just like, same voice actor. It's like, who cares?
What's his name? Peter Sellers. What's the guy?
Pepe Sylvia?
Pepe Sylvia.
Okay, Sylvia.
Peter Sellers. I'm a singer. Like,
Peter Sellers is
the
an
OG
actor.
Panther.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Peter Sears, who's an opera singer.
Oh yes, I was thinking. Well, that was.
I'm sorry, I don't think of your low-brow trash like the Pink Panther, was it?
Also the lover of composer Benjamin Britten.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Come
He
on,
doubled
man.
down.
This
He
is literally the
doubled
first
down
time
on
I've
it.
ever like mentioned something like this on the cast.
The
But the Scooby Doo live action, going back to what the real topic.
He's insisting on this.
Sorry.
I'm the one.
What?
No, Daphne, like every single time she does like anything, falls, gets hit by someone, like knocks into something,
Tits
she
go
moves.
crazy.
Yeah, and then when she falls and she gets stuck under the bed.
All
All
right.
This is
All right,
no, this is the
fine.
third live action one, right? That I watched.
yeah,
Yeah.
the live action.
Who's in it?
It was
Jinx
Al-
Maze.
And then Scooby walks in the room.
It was an hour 20 minutes, not 20
And,
minutes.
and Scooby's hungry.
Linda Cardellini is in that really tight spandex.
Yeah.
Zero
My
suit.
fucking nipples are really hard.
And then no, they also have like in the second
God,
movie,
she's
they have Shaggy drink a potion and he gets tits.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like,
That's
Scooby Doo does too, I think.
Oh,
I think
that's
you're right,
hot.
actually.
Oh,
Who
that's
dresses up as a woman,
there's also a bunch of like weird.
which doesn't make him a woman. I don't care what
I don't-
the SJWs tell me. Scooby-Doo in a dress is not a woman.
I think that's the thing too. Is like I feel like because Twitter is Twitter, everyone has the ability to start an argument about something, so they do about
Yeah.
anything. Why? Why?
People just like to hear their own
Why?
voice. People just like to get the likes.
Why?
It's just
Why?
likes.
Performative rage.
It's all just the likes and the
Well,
retweets.
I
That's
think-
all it is.
Is that something you just made up?
It's the
Performative
money.
rage.
No, it's like you know.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
a really good.
It's the money.
I don't
what it
think
is.
I don't think I. Maybe, but now that I think about it,
Maybe I did.
Maybe I did.
Wait a second.
If I
Yes,
were-
I did.
If I were to repackage this phrase and disguise it as my own, by gods, my roast is ruined. Superintendent's gonna need his medication. There'll be trouble in town tonight.
Yeah,
We're gonna do the Skinner. Skinner.
Skinner. It's like I don't get people like I feel like I'm on the internet so much, but I don't get
How much are you?
so much so that I enjoy stuff like that to a point. But then there's a point where I just like no longer enjoy like I'm sorry. I went in my
Yeah.
Yo,
when I journey in my
what
head.
is this? What is this
This is-
antecedent?
No, it's just steamed hams.
Oh wow. Okay.
Where it's like I will always enjoy steamed hams as the core skit more than any other
Edit.
thing at the edit.
Yeah, Steam
And,
Hams
like-
is not a
It wasn't funny because of the meme.
exactly.
It was
It's
funny by
it is
itself.
literally just a cultural like.
Yeah, and then like the edits of it, like I can enjoy like some guy recreated the entire thing by creating each frame in Minecraft,
But why?
and it's like okay, that's cool, that's neat, I guess, and it's like then there's 30 bajillion more of those. It's like.
It's the same thing.
It's like, why is there a whole, like, somebody designed a whole video game based on The Room?
Yep.
Why? You watch it once, drunk with your friends. Why? Maybe you go see it in Music Box, also drunk.
Because well,
Get
I don't
yourself
know.
in
I
a tunnel
can't.
as
I
well,
can't
I don't know.
speak to The Room, but when we would watch like what are the compilations of shit we would always watch?
Web Ms?
YouTube haiku.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's stuff like that. But like just
Wild
content.
Wild.
Just they weren't like amazing, but they were just like good content, and
Yeah.
always the case. SpongeBob and the Simpsons memes were never funny because they just were never as funny as the original
Yeah.
clip because the SpongeBob's and Simpsons are perfect.
And it would just be like audio blowout, like
Yeah. Well, that's a
like,
yeah. That's
Krusty
a
Krab pizza.
that's a different
also,
one.
That's
but-
a whole different argument of like loud is funny, and
Those-
that's something
I
I've
think-
flipped back and forth on depending.
It has to be done really well.
It's
That's
contextual.
something
Well, it's all about the
It's
timing.
That's
Yeah.
something that like
Contextual.
Well, any final topics? Final words?
Any final solution?
Spencer, where can people find your stuff?
I have
What's going on? What do we have to look forward to? What's coming down the pipe on?
Do your plug.
On X
No.
in
I'll tell you what's
the
coming
X
out of the
Wonker in the X Wonker Media Collective.
So that's the thing.
I sometimes do a podcast. It's called the Xcast. That's crazy.
Where could I see some of my favorite Fix It and Post members be on the Xcast?
Song.
If you go to Xwonker on YouTube or Twitch for that matter, if I stream anytime soon,
Maybe we could link to an episode right here.
There it is!
it's IXWO
Top corner.
in
Episode
KR.
23.
You see it right there.
Expecting some sort of like little, you know.
Well, yeah. If you
Tidbit
really want to
there.
get into Xcast stuff, I'd say like the older stuff, the first year of everything, which is like a pretty much when I really only did it for like a year straight, and that was that's two pretty easily digestible like movie length videos on YouTube.
I listened to it.
Of
I
highlights.
listened to it recently. It's good.
Of
So, like during work or like
highlights.
doing something, you know.
That's
Like,
fine.
It's,
That's
it's
fine.
just it is it's just good old all American solid content, baby.
Mhm.
That's right.
Wow,
Yeah.
way to dox we're in America.
Oh.
Not a good look.
Wah, wah.
No, what's actually
Wow. Yeah. But cool. Exit and post. Fix cast.
Fix it and fix it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Jagurtha, the Blood King.
The Blood King.
If you
Oh
wanna
wow, we come
represent
full
the-
circle. There we go.
You could do the.
That's your brand.
If you're gonna do the transitions, you know, and you have like the silhouette of Jack come in and like the skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
and stuff. You could do.
game my face for that. if you
No,
wanted.
make him on the table.
Yeah, like
sleeping.
a little game watch.
Or maybe in someone's
In the pocket.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh! We did it!
Oh!
We fucking did it!
Somebody call Amma.Narton.
Yes!
Oh,
There he is!
So whip that one up quick.
All right.
Alright, and with that.
It's like, how can somebody get into the Xcast? Like,
Carefully.
what like community is there for the Xcast? Like, what's it like?
Is there Xcast? Is there X-Wonker materials on Rule 34?
That's what we should have done. How many
Oh my.
Rule 34 X Walker versus how many Rule 34 Dumb Nerd thing?
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I can promise you it's X Wonker. I've made sure of it. Let's just say I
Yeah.
know it. For
I
a
just
fact.
have like a ghost not a ghost drawer that's like been doing it behind the scenes forever, and I just never knew about it. There's hundreds and
some
hundreds,
fan.
and they're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
Oh my God, yeah.
they took the one like all the times I've streamed had a webcam up, or like the one time we did the live action
Yeah.
one,
They've hacked into your webcam
and they
you're
just
like,
They made like a CG model of you
no, that'd be actually pretty cool.
Like a
with like Laura Croft's model.
who's the hot assistant? Like phone assistant, like an Alexa or Google Home.
Mhm.
Oh, and Samsung.
Yeah.
Oh, the same
I think
Sam.
actually she's called Sam.
I think
yeah.
her name was Sam. Yeah, she is very.
rest in peace.
She's so hot. Is that
So
still
wait,
is that
it's my
still a
dick.
thing, or did that like die
That's-
because
I think
of
it still
porn?
is. No, I think it's surviving because of the porn.
Good, just like Overwatch.
So you have the plague, the plague doctor and the skeleton from the poster. Just have them going at it, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore
But the
in
plague
both of our
doctor's like
podcasts for
mask
material.
up the skeleton's ass.
All right, easy.
all right. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The-
Throw bottles on the table. Just let you play with.
The lore of the skeleton and
Plague Doctor at a table drinking beer is already like something to talk about in general.
Well, you will have to talk about
There's a
that
lot to look into.
next time
There's a lot to
on.
look-
Some.
Well, where's the blood cannon?
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun.